Luca Brecel began his BetVictor Championship League snooker defence in Group 27 on Friday, with 2 matches in the morning session. Group seed Tom Ford was in action first, though, against Ashley Hugel, and the Leicester Potter ran out as a 3-0 winner.
Frame and the match.
Hugel concedes, and so Tom Ford has won 3-0, and he's made the ideal start to this Group 27.
Brecel then played his first of 2 consecutive matches. Mitchell Mann was in the opposite chair first, but the Belgian made light work of that match, winning 3-0 in just 40 minutes.
Luca Brecel.
Hugel then came to the table to face Brecel and took the first frame, but Brecel responded with 3 quick-fire frames to make it 2 wins in 2.
Can Brecel join the Century Club? Has to develop these 2 reds. Double kiss, unwanted.
Even so, what a lovely player he is to watch, Luca Brecel, when he's playing well. Just has a lovely touch around the table. Break ends then at 71, follows runs of 77 and 68, and so Luca Brecel wins his 2nd successive match here today.
On Table 2, Group 28 was reduced to 3 players. That was because Li Pai Fan's COVID-19 test had returned an invalid result, meaning neither a positive nor a negative result could be obtained from his test sample. As a result, each player would play each other twice in order to maintain a 6-match group. First up were the group's 2 seeds, Mark Joyce and Jamie Clark, who played out a 2-all draw. Both men then beat Hayden Pinhay 3-0 before returning to meet each other again after the lunch break. The match was likely to prove pivotal, and the first 2 frames were shared before Clark took the 3rd. The 4th frame was scrappy, but it was Clark who came out on top for a 3-1 win, meaning he was a point away from progression. And the Welshman had top spot secured when he went 2-0 up against Pinhay in the very next match. Back on Table 1, Mitchell Mann had built a 2-0 lead over Tom Ford, but the Leicester Potter managed to steal the 3rd frame to avoid a surprise defeat.
20.
Yes, and look where the cue ball is. There was a danger there, he might have left it a little close to the side cushion, but he's got it out into relatively mid-table.
$24.
Can he save himself?
Well, this would be a good clearance. Mitchell Mann was just a little bit too heavy with the cue ball when potting the yellow for the red beside the blue. Had to play a safety shot, and a couple of shots later it's black for 35. Tom Ford for what a clearance.
42.
A clearance that, come the end of the day, we might be looking back on as being very significant indeed.
He then levelled in the last to ensure the group would come down to its final match, Brecel on 6 points against Ford, who had 4.
This has been a wonderful frame for Tom Ford. Finish with it, well, I was going to say finish with a century, it's not going to happen, but great performance.
Tom Ford, thanks guys.
That was his highest break of the match, but there's no doubt in anyone's mind the most important break was the clearance of the last couple of reds to steal the 3rd frame.
Brecel took the 1st frame, but Ford hit back.
So, an edgy frame to say the least, but Tom Ford happy to win it and to keep his hopes alive. Yeah, so Tom Ford has done what he had to do. 1 frame remains. Whoever wins it qualifies for the next phase of this Championship League. It could not be set up better.
Having taken the 3rd to set up the decider, Ford finished in style.
And he finishes game with a century, every credit.
Yeah, and what a pink. Have a look at this for a shot. Pink into the middle and perfect on the yellow.
103.
Great way to finish. Fully deserved. Have a look at this for a shot. Excellent.
105.
That's the yellow. Can he finish with a total clearance?
$108.
He's in a hurry. He must be want to get back on that M1, back up to Leicester.
112.
Yeah, it's not just winning and qualifying, it's how he's done it that's got to really please him. He's passed a little test here with flying colours. So Luca Brecel will not be defending his Championship League title. He needed 2 frames from the match, remember, but he's been beaten 3-1.
123.
Bet Tom Ford wishes he could stay out there all night now playing like this. 123 to finish. Terrific break to win it. Tom Ford wins the group.
Cheers, Tom.
He beats Luca Brecel 3-1, and we'll be seeing him in the next phase of this BetVictor Championship League.
So the tables conclude like this. Ford tops Group 27 with 7 points ahead of Brecel in second. Mitchell Mann beat Hugel 3-1 to take third. On table 2, Clark's win over Joyce gave him top spot, while Joyce took second.